Fidel Castro slept with 35,000 women and smoked his first cigar aged 14. Fidel Castro, the Cuban dictator who has died aged 90, had a rapacious sexual appetite and smoked his first cigar aged 14. Here are some surprising personal facts about the leader of the Cuban Revolution. Welcome to StoryGinie channel, your ultimate destination for captivating stories, fascinating histories, and intriguing mysteries. Fidel Castro smoked his first cigar aged 14. It was my own father who gave me my first cigar back in Iran. I must have been 14 or 15. I smoked that first puro, and I didn't know how it was done. Fortunately, I didn't inhale the smoke, although you always absorb a little bit of the nicotine, even if you don't inhale at all. But he gave up cigars decades ago. I've smoked too much in my life, until one day, over 20 years ago, I decided to stop. Nobody made me. I just decided to make myself stop smoking. Listening to people talk so much about the necessity of a collective fight against obesity, the sedentary lifestyle, smoking, I became convinced that the sacrifice I should make on behalf of public health in Cuba was to quit smoking. Teach by example. I gave up tobacco, and I've never missed it. Fidel Castro was a baseball fan. Castro played baseball as a boy in the early 50s and was an avid fan. After the revolution, he banned all professional sports in Cuba, closing the leagues he had played in as a child. Fidel Castro claimed there were 600 assassination attempts on his life. Most of the plots, in his own words, were fantastic and improbable. One of the attempts included a cyanide pill, which was about to be put into a chocolate milkshake at coffee place he often frequented. A plan to pump a TV studio full of hallucinogenic drugs when he went to make a speech, and a gun hidden in a camera at an event in Chile. Castro carried a 15-shot Browning pistol most of his life, even after he broke his arm and knee in an accident in 2004. Fidel Castro slept with 35,000 women. The dictator had a rapacious sexual appetite, according to a former Castro insider. The New York Post reported that Castro had sex with at least 2 women a day, at lunch, dinner, and sometimes at breakfast. His guards would prowl the beaches of Havana to recruit women. A Vanity Fair reporter in 2008 revealed that he loved to flirt and littered his speech with crude sexual innuendos. When asked how many children he had, he said, laughing, "Well, I don't have a tribe. Not that much. Fewer than a dozen." Fidel Castro was extremely wealthy. Fidel Castro was a constant fixture on the Forbes list of the richest rulers in the world, which reported he owned and controlled several enterprises in Havana and had a fortune of at least $500 million. But Castro claimed, "I don't have a cent of my own." Castro said decades after Kennedy's death that the U.S. president was an intelligent man, sometimes brilliant, brave, and it's my opinion that if Kennedy had survived, it's possible that relations between Cuba and the U.S. would have improved. But Castro believed that Kennedy's assassin, Lee Harvey Oswald, may have been a double agent and questioned how one man could fire so many accurate shots. What do you think about the personality of Fidel Castro? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more stories about weird and wonderful events from history. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. He slept with at least 2 women a day for more than 4 decades, 1 for lunch and 1 for supper. The New York Post quoted an ex-Castro official named Ramon as telling filmmaker Ian Halperin, "Sometimes he even ordered 1 for breakfast," the official said. "I don't think he would have stayed on as long as he did if not for all the incredible women he had access to as president," the official added. Alejandro Castro Ruz, or Fidel Castro, led his country from December 1959 until his resignation in February this year. Castro came to power as a result of the Cuban Revolution that overthrew the dictator Fulgencio Batista, and shortly thereafter became Prime Minister of Cuba. Although the U.S. has tried hard to get rid of him, Castro outlasted no fewer than 9 American presidents since he took power.